Hi Aries, this is Carrie at wooingnature.life. Let me see if I can fix this light so it's not so obtuse here. Thank you for your patience there. I hope everything is good. Welcome to October. This is Signs and Wonders, and I am Carrie at Wooing Nature. I don't know if I said that already. It's been a long night. I am going to be reading from the Sacred Earth Oracle. I'll pull two cards to represent your yin and your yang and see what's happening with your total being there. And then I will also read from Wisdom of the Oracle, and I will finalize your reading today with the Tarot of 1001 Nights, just for the detailing, okay? All right, so let's see what's happening here with my Aries friends. We've got brilliance and potential. Brilliance and potential. And I know the light's a little funny, but I will hold these back up so you can see it. So brilliance is just brilliance. It's sharp, it's witty, it's um, um, color and hue and magnitude and all of the things that exist inside of you, Aries, that God placed in you from the time you were born, and it is just now bursting forth. You're starting to see your own brilliance. And then that brilliance is catching. What happens is when you are able to see that in yourself, when you are able to honor that part of yourself, when you are seeing you as you truly are without apology, with all the sides, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything, and you can be okay with it, then you are going to start to see how dynamic a spirit you truly are. And then when that happens, then other people like you start to show up in your cipher. You'll notice that. And then we have potential. Potential energy comes from, again, from your inner self, from your inner space. It's that inner child that is speaking to you that represents everything that you are all at once. Like um, when you're born, you're yourself. You're a complete package, and then what you do as you grow up or you get older is you're evolving. But you yourself, the core of who you are, has always been there since the time you were a child. And so there's that child spirit speaking through your heart, and it is informing your movements, it's informing your next move, it's informing the things that you connect to and attach to and start to do in the future. So you have an incredible amount of potential, as we all do, have an incredible amount of potential in all of us once we can retreat and go back and find that inner child that was there so long ago. And then, of course, the brilliance of that child is there. I feel like that's what's going to be moving you in a way that's not overt, and that's what I love about it, When we're moving with spirit and we're not doing so much thinking, and I'm not trying to discredit thinking because thinking is highly important and very much needed, especially at this time because we have people who are not thinking. So we do encourage people to think. But when you're moving with spirit, you're just going with the flow. You're allowing your joy, your happiness, your inner self to move you to that's the decision that you make. You're not doing what you think you ought to do. You're doing what you're moved to do, what you feel moved to do. If I get up in the morning and I feel like taking a walk, I take a walk. Okay? If I'm in a room full of people and I'm annoyed by the people, I don't just stay there with the people. I get ready and I leave. It's called moving with the spirit, moving with the flow of the energy that's happening at the moment, and not overthinking it, not overthinking it. All right, so I moved on while I was talking to the wisdom of the oracle. In your recent past, we've got serendipity, which is about luck. It's about being in the right place at the right time. It's about synchronizing yourself and being in sync. And when you're in sync with yourself and you're in sync with your own inner spirit, and you are also in sync with the higher self, and all of that is aligned up, your thinking, your actions, your words, your spirit is aligned, then things happen for you. And it looks like, Aries, that happened for you in the recent past. It is an 18 breaking down to a 9, which just tells me this is something that's recently gone. So now it's time for you to take a break. You feel free to take a break. This is a good time to do it. That is so that you can remain sharp in your mind, so that you can remain agile in the world, in the physical realm. And also just because you need rest. Everybody needs rest. You're not supposed to like keep going without the rest that you need. And then the last card, which ironically is the Thinker, is we just got finished talking about going with spirit, but in the near future, you're going to have to put your thinking cap back on, meaning that you're going to have to analyze some situation, or you're going to have to figure out something, or you're going to have to use your logic to organize in the near future. But for right now, what you've done is you've allowed yourself to move and walk in spirit, which is good. You're getting your rest, which is what you need to do. And then when you move forward, then that's going to be the time for you to start thinking again. And of course, this is a number 44. 44 is all about building. It's spiritual building, building in the spirit. So it's not just building a building or all of that. Now, it could be that too, because I got to tell you, things mimic things in the flesh, mimic things in the spirit. So if some of you are actually building a house or working on something, your own business could be that, or if you're trying to restructure your family situation so that your family is stronger, then that's going to require your energy in the near future. I'm going to say like maybe toward the end of October going into November. But that's again in the future, in the near future. But for right now, just take the time out. In October, take the time out that you need. Please do that. Don't go getting to work right now. It's not necessary. All right, moving on to the tarot, we've got the King of Chalices. That's the King of Love. That's the King of the spirit realm. So, you know how we were talking about moving in spirit? The King of Chalices knows how to do that. The King of Chalices is also a giving human being. They are not afraid to give from their heart. They're not afraid to serve. They're not afraid to give. So that's the kind of energy that is heading up your reading here. So I do have a 5 of Wands. Fives for me always represent conflict. It could be conflict in the mind, or in this case, it's conflict in the spirit. And again, we're talking about being able to move with spirit, being able to use your intuition to, as a decision-making process. This 5 of Wands to me reads as being able to adequately express things that are passionate to you and around you, or for you, or with you, or in you, and not being concerned about what other people think about it, not being concerned about what somebody's going to say. It's just you just kind of closing your eyes and being your full self, and not worrying about whatever somebody else is going to say. So we've got the Knave of Wands here. The Knave of Wands to me is like you embarking on new territory. It looks like you're in one place, and this one place is very nice and very lush and very beautiful, but there's more to see. There's more to life. There's more than meets the eye. So even though you might feel very comfortable where you are right now, there's something more or something different that is beckoning you, that is getting your attention, and that's making you feel curious about it. And that's where you are right now. We have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is coming in reverse, which to me is about being able to just let go and be free and allow the spirit to take you in a way that it needs to. I'm getting that you're not really doing that right now, and that's followed by the King of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're overthinking it right now. Don't overthink it, Aries. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. We got a lot of swords in this reading. Well, we got wands, Chalices. Not a lot of swords, but these swords here coming in reverse, to me, it can be like you're overthinking it. You're just overthinking it. You're overthinking your movements. And I think you're thinking about what somebody else is going to think about it. But you just got to move forward with you, with your love, with your heart, with your soul destination. So if you're experiencing things not really being like how you want them to be, and not moving the way that you want them to move, not going in the direction that you want them to go in, then you'll need to think about those two things. You need to think about the fact that you may be trying to rush it, or it could be that you are, the way you're thinking about your next move is not exactly the way you're supposed to be thinking about it. That's just kind of the bottom line here. How you're thinking about it is not the way you need to be thinking about it. And a lot of reverse cards here. We've got the Nine of Wands in reverse, followed by the King of Pentacles in reverse. A lot of kings here. We've got King of Chalices, King of Swords, and King of Pentacles. Now, what this means is that either there's a lot of male individuals or a lot of male energy that you're attracting into your life right now, that you that could serve as a grounding force, or that could serve as teachers. It could also be the energies that you need to garner within yourself right now, Aries, at this time. Yeah, it seems like you have to build on your masculine energy. I think you've been kind of going in, and you all are ruled by Mars, so Mars is the masculine energy. So if it's not male people around you, then it's you. And if it's male people around you, then they're trying to teach you about you. They're trying to show you something about you. You've got this Seven of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse to me is about, well, Seven of Swords in general is about to me it's about energy, like an absorption of energy. In this case, it could be that, you're trying to find out what's going on, or you're trying to find your own inner treasure. And I think you're trying to see it from outside of yourself. Maybe that's what this card is about. These readings are a little obscure today to me. I've been getting that a lot. So I don't know if it's just the energy in the atmosphere, or if it's just, what's going on with people on an individual basis. But what I can say for sure is that, there is new territory to embark on. I do feel like out off the bat, we had King of Chalices, which is about being able to give of yourself. And in order to be able to give of yourself, you have to be okay with yourself. And I feel like that's what's going on with this Five of Wands here. And I feel like that's also why there's a hesitation about moving forward. So you need your masculine energy right now. You need the masculine. The masculine becomes very important to you. What aspects of the masculine? One, the things that are honorable about you, or respected about you, your self-respect. And then also what you have that other people want. So you have to think about that too. So if you're not feeling yourself, which I feel like is happening with the Six of Wands in reverse, you're trying to get it from somewhere else, Aries, or you're trying to. It kind of feels like you're a little bit grasping for straws. But you don't need to grasp for straws at all, because you have all the energy within you. You have it all with you. You do. So you don't have to go looking for it. And you also don't have to feel like you're shot out. Yeah, there we go. We got the Empress in the upright position, followed by the Knave of Chalices in reverse. So to me, it's understanding the level of abundance that is available to you. And when I say abundance, I'm talking about that which represents a lot, that which represents your bounty, your harvest. The Empress card says it's there. It's in the upright position. So it says that the bounty is here, and I'm seeing it here too. It's like you're already in a lush situation. You're already in the lap of luxury, but there's more luxury to be had if you want it. But the thing is that you got to get past how somebody thinks, what somebody thinks about what you're trying to achieve. And kings don't worry about that. We got all these kings in the reading. Kings are not worried about everybody else and what they're doing. The king already knows what they're after, and they also know how to draw the line. They set their boundaries. They say, this is how it's going to be. This is what I'm going to be doing. And if somebody doesn't like it, then they can, you know what? Kiss the tuchus. So don't allow the situation to drag you. Aries, do not allow the situation to drag you. Don't allow the situation to drag you. You really don't have to think about it that much. That's what we said before about overthinking. I believe that was y'all. Overthinking. Sometimes I do these readings back to back and they all start to blur. So now we have the Emperor in reverse. So we have the Empress. But we have the Emperor in reverse. And when the Emperor is in reverse, then that means there's a new order that has to be in place. And in order for you to be able to have that new order in place, then you're going to need to be able to understand and find your confidence inside yourself. You're going to have to know what it is that you want, and you're going to have to be strong enough to go for it. That's what I'm seeing in these three right here. This is you having the confidence that you need. This is you knowing what you want. This came in reverse, which says that you're not really quite sure what that is. And then we have courage here that was also in reverse. And that just tells me that once you get your confidence in yourself, then these things will fall into place. You'll know what you want, and you'll know how to go about getting it. You'll find the courage that you need. And the courage that's needed is right here. It's all right here, Aries. It's all right here. Where is it? Where is it? It was all right here. Let me see. It's all right here. It's all in this Five of Wands. So you got to get over other people's opinions. You got to get over other people's opinion. Your wealth is your wealth. Your bounty is your bounty. What God has put in place for you, that's for you. What other people think about it is none of your business. Okay? So, Three of Swords, don't be disappointed in it. Let it go, whatever it is. The old shit that was hanging on, all aspects of yourself, you're getting ready to go into a creative mode, and you don't have time for it. You don't need any dead weight. You don't need anybody dragging you, and you don't need anything or thoughts dragging you either. So you got to move away from that, and so that you can free yourself up. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse means that you're not quite ready. You're still honing your craft. You're still developing your inner tools. There's somebody around you that can also give you advice about that. You're starting to be able to open the door to the new possibilities, but you're still in a little bit working on this. You still have to work on a few things while you're going along. Pay attention to your moon time. And just maintain your inner strength. That's what it is. Pay attention to the moon, what's going on with the moon. Get in sync with the moon. I highly recommend it because it will help guide you. It will also help calm you down, and it will also help you get in synchronicity with the spirit so that you can grow properly, so that you can grow in a way that's not tense for you. You don't want to be tense and growing. You want to be relaxed and growing, because guess what? Growth happens. Growth happens without you even having to think about it. All right then, Aries, I'm glad that you tuned in. If you want to take a deeper dive and you need another reading, a deeper reading, a personal reading, feel free to reach out to me. My information is in the description box below. As always, I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great October, and I hope you're having a wonderful life.